Next on Distinguished, we honor the legacy of George A. Davis. George A. Davis Jr. was born on December 1, 1920, in Dublin, Texas. He enrolled in Harding College in Arkansas before joining the U.S. Army on March 21, 1942, at the onset of World War II. After completing flight training, he was deployed to the Pacific where he became an ace fighter pilot, participating in campaigns in New Guinea and the Philippines. During an aerial mission over Europe on February 10, 1944, Davis displayed exceptional courage and skill in defending his bomber formation against enemy fighter attacks, successfully shooting down several enemy planes. Davis achieved 7 aerial victories during 266 combat missions over a period of 19 months. Following World War II, Davis was discharged from the Army but later re-enlisted with the Air Force during the Korean War. He was promoted to major in February 1951, a few months before he was sent to Korea. There, Davis was named the commander of the 334th Squadron 4th Fighter Interceptor Group. Within a few months, he became the leading ace of the Korean War. On February 10, 1952, Davis was leading 4 F-86 Sabre jets on a patrol mission near the Manchurian border. One of the jets was forced to back off because it ran out of oxygen. The remaining Sabres continued, and Davis and wingmen noticed 12 MiG-15 Soviet fighter jets, speeding towards some Allied fighter bombers doing low-level operations. Despite being outnumbered, Davis fearlessly and decisively took action. He swiftly descended toward the approaching enemy jets, maneuvering into the rear of their formation. With remarkable precision, he downed one of the enemy fighters. Undeterred by the intense enemy fire, Davis continued his assault, successfully shooting down a second enemy fighter. Rather than accelerating to escape, he chose to engage in a pursuit of a third MiG. During the intense chase, Davis's plane endured a direct hit and spiraled out of control, crashing into a mountain about 30 miles south of the Yalu River. China credited Zhang Jiwei with shooting down Davis's plane, but this claim remains a subject of controversy and speculation. Lieutenant General Georgy Lobov, a Soviet fighter pilot and commander of the 64th Aviation Corps, claimed that Davis was killed by a Soviet pilot. Both China and Russia took credit for Davis's death, but there has been no conclusive evidence either way. Davis was declared missing in action and presumed killed. Intense aerial searches of the area later revealed no evidence that Davis had survived the crash. A week after the incident, the Chinese military searched the region and recovered the wreckage of an F-86E. They claimed they recovered Davis's body and belongings, which was still in the crashed aircraft. Davis's dog tag is currently on display at the Dandong Korean War Museum at Zhensing District, Dandong, China. Despite the Chinese discovery of Davis's remains, his body was never returned to the U.S. and his name is inscribed on the Wall of the Missing at the National Memorial of the Pacific in Honolulu. He is credited with a total of 21 aerial victories, 7 in World War II, and 14 in the Korean War. He is one of 7 U.S. military pilots to become an ace in 2 wars, and one of 31 U.S. pilots to be credited with more than 20 victories. During both wars, Davis racked up an impressive number of decorations, including 4 Distinguished Flying Crosses, 10 Air Medals, 3 Silver Stars and the Distinguished Service Cross. He was later awarded the Medal of Honor, posthumously. Major George A. Davis's contributions to air attacks in both World War II and the Korean War are commemorated through a Veterans Memorial in Lubbock, Texas, and his name inscribed on the Wall of the Missing. A tombstone, in memory of Davis, is at the Oakwood Cemetery in his hometown of Dublin, Texas. His skill, bravery, and dedication to his country earned him a place among the most decorated pilots in U.S. military history. Thank you for joining us on this incredible journey through the stories and lives of military heroes. We hope you've been inspired and moved by their courage and sacrifice. We can't do this without your support. If you've enjoyed this podcast, we kindly ask that you continue to support us by spreading the word. Leaving a positive rating and review on your favorite podcast platform will help others discover these remarkable stories. Don't forget to like and share our episodes on social media. Your personal recommendation can make a significant impact. By sharing these stories, you play a vital role in honoring the bravery of our military heroes and ensuring their legacies live on. Together, let's continue to shine a light on the incredible men and women who have served and protected our nation.